Okay, I'm going to try something today. I haven't got my whole setup yet for making cinnamon rolls and doing the videos and everything. So you need quite a bit of room to actually do that. And I have a decent sized kitchen, but I just don't have like the room to set up the camera, get it all, in yeah, like where it needs to be and all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of working on that. But I thought I'd do something like this for now. I did make the Baker Lady cinnamon rolls, which is in the group file for the actual cinnamon rolls group. It's called cinnamon rolls. I'll show you guys here. Um, Actually, I'll show you right now. This is the group cinnamon rolls, and I mean it's awesome. It's an awesome group. So I made these Baker Ladies, and I just did like a simple powder sugar vanilla and whole milk glaze. And I used bread flour, and it seemed pretty firm, so it was actually really good to work with, to put the filling and everything on. And the first rise didn't quite go the way I thought it was, but in the oven it rose. Let's see, yeah, the second rise. Here's how they ended up being, but let me show you um, what I did here and how they turned out, and I'll talk a little bit about them. Okay, so what I did was, and you can tell it's one of the first times I ever did it, was I rolled them out. I put the butter, I always use brown sugar and cinnamon. And then I used a pizza cutter to try to cut them. I now have a ruler, so I think that my rolls turned out a little bit better. But I used a pizza cutter and then just rolled them up. And this is how they ended up rolling up. And I had a little more flour on them than I would normally like to do. But these are how they rolled up, and I did a little bit of a thick roll, and again a little bit, and I put parchment on the bottom of the pan, and parchment and parchment, and you can kind of see the flour and stuff on these. I put just a little bit of whipping cream, like maybe a tablespoon on each one. And then later I read that you're not supposed to do this till right before you put them in the oven, but I rose them that way. So I'm not sure if that's what inhibited them or what, from really rising. But like I said, they did in the oven. They did really well. So this is how far they rose after I did that. But apparently I was supposed to wait to put the whipping cream. I think it's your own preference. They ended up, pretty nice and everything. So there's the other pan, and there's the third pan. But when I baked them, they came up like this. They actually rose really well in the oven, and they turned out, really nice. And there's all three of them. I got a little poofiness in that one. So what I did was I took a freezer bag, and I just put like a couple cups of powdered sugar in there. I poured some vanilla in. It was probably like a teaspoon and a half. And then I put the milk in, and I just closed it up and kind of squished it around to make sure all the lumps were out and everything. And then I poured it on top. I mean, it took a couple minutes. You just make sure like you don't have any of those lumps in there whatsoever. And then I went ahead and poured it on like this. And this is the recipe right here that I used. And then it just says frosting, but this is kind of how they ended up being. And they tasted like honey buns, like with that glaze on them and everything, and they had pretty much the same consistency and the same taste as like honey buns. So I actually really like this recipe. I thought they turned out really, really nice. Um, but yeah, see how after it started soaking in and everything, like the glaze and everything, I mean, I just thought they turned out beautifully. So I was pretty impressed. I'd give this one like a 9 out of 10 at least. So, and they all got eaten, so that's a good thing. So if if you like this video, maybe go ahead and join the cinnamon rolls group. I mean, they're awesome. You'll just become addicted to them. Let me show you the cinnamon rolls group right here. It's a great group. And let's see. They just show you, I mean, they just show you all kinds of stuff. So it's pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. This one was impressive, the way she did her filling and everything. But I mean, you just learn so much in this group. It is crazy. But like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to try to make like all the cinnamon roll recipes and give my own critique of them. And have a great day. Happy cinnamon rolls. Hit like, comment, and subscribe.